Good morning. Hello, everybody. Good morning. It's wonderful to see you here. I'm Susie Valentine. I am a Theta Healing Master Instructor, a psychic, and I communicate with extraterrestrials or starseeds. Now, today we're going to do a Theta Healing belief work session or Theta Healing session, but it's going to be self-healing on myself, and I'm going to give you an example on how to do self-healing. There's two main reasons why I do these sessions. First of all, if you're new to Theta Healing and you want to understand what Theta Healing is about, then this session can give you a really good idea. Now, usually Theta Healing sessions are often done where there is a practitioner and when there's a client. And in this scenario, I'm going to do the self-healing session. So I'm having a role of the client and the role of the practitioner in one. And I will talk you through that while I do the self-healing session. The second reason I'm doing these sessions is for Theta healers who are already practitioners, and you're probably really good at doing sessions for others. But what about sessions for yourself? It's so important to be able to do these belief work sessions on yourself, because when you let somebody else work on you, when you do, for example, a healing swap with somebody else and you let somebody else work on you, that's great. But you might work a half an hour, an hour on that person, and they might work half an hour, an hour on yourself. But actually, when you do a self-healing session, it usually takes me between 5 and 15 minutes. Now, when I talk you through it and explain everything, it takes a little bit longer. But these sessions can be incredibly profound, and they can also go super, super quick, and you get deep healing out of that. And you shift your subconscious belief system. So I would like to encourage Theta healers to also try self-belief work. And just watching this can already start shifting things in your belief system, because you're probably watching this because there's some things I'm going to say that resonate with you or feel that can help you. And when I do the self-healing on myself and you watch it, it's a good chance that you also get some positive shifts out of that and potentially some belief changes out of that as well. Not guaranteed, but very well possible. Okay, let's start. Today I was actually guided on, I had an entire list again today. This is from this week of all beliefs that I found throughout the week. And I taught a DNA 3 course last week, and it was amazing. Theta Healing DNA 3. It's a very advanced course where we do a lot of psychic stuff. And what came up, there's quite a few beliefs around extraterrestrials that came up and about hybrid children. So I'm going to do a session today on myself around these things. So the beliefs that came up are, first of all, what are hybrid children? Hybrid children are children that have part human DNA and part extraterrestrial DNA. And there's been a hybrid program going on for many, many years, which some people are aware of, other people are not aware of. I don't think it's bad. I think it's part of evolution. I leave the opinions to you about how you feel about it. When I initially discovered it, I had a lot of judgment around it and very strong opinions. And throughout doing Theta Healing, clearing my beliefs, I'm much more at peace at this and see a lot of opportunities in this now. So again, Theta Healing really helps you shifting your belief system and therefore perspectives. And it becomes a lot easier. It becomes a lot more in flow. And you see opportunities instead of hurdles, obstacles, or fears. So the hybrid program and the hybrid children can actually really help us, I think, because when our DNA gets mixed with DNA of extraterrestrials or starseeds that are way further in their evolvement, we can also adapt and evolve a lot faster and grow a lot faster as well, and then move into this energy of unconditional love, harmony, peace, balance. Really allowing the divine flow to guide us, really opening up and being guided by our intuition, having more connection with our higher self, with our spiritual team. These things are all there, but we need to raise our vibration in order to access these. And the extraterrestrials can really help with that because they have a way higher vibration. So instead of really judging it, what I did at the start, I have to be honest about it, I did really judge it at the start. I see a lot more opportunities, but I found quite a few beliefs around this and also around getting pregnant, because I've been trying to get pregnant for a while and it hasn't happened yet. So there's definitely beliefs around that. And these beliefs kind of came through last week. So I'm really want to clear those, to open up that energy field to get pregnant and be pregnant and get a beautiful child. Okay, so what we're going to do, if you want to know more about all the steps and stuff, go to one of the earlier ones that I did, self-belief work. I'm going to go a little faster with this. There are beliefs that are a little deeper that have been coming up. Pregnancy, hybrid children, things like that. And that's what we're going to focus on in this session. So I'm going to zip up. I'm going to test my yeses and nos. Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. So I can test the beliefs that are in my subconscious, right? Okay. On any level, in any language, if I get pregnant, I stop learning. On any level, in any language, I can only give birth to a hybrid child. Now, I don't want this to be limited to only hybrid children. If I'm getting a human child, I'm getting a human child, which is very likely. So I want to be able to actually shift that belief and don't only be able to give birth to a hybrid child. I don't know where this is from. It's probably from the future or from a parallel reality. But I need to shift that so that the opportunity is open to whatever child I'm meant to have. Okay, on all levels, in all languages, I can give birth to a hybrid child. So that's a no. So on the one hand, I have a belief I can only give birth to a hybrid child. And on the other hand, I can't even give birth to a hybrid child. So you see how those beliefs are like contradicting each other? That's why we need to work on that. Okay. On any level, in any language, it's forbidden for me to have a hybrid child. Yes. On any language, in any level, in any language, it's forbidden for me to care for a hybrid child. Yes. On any level, in any language, I will be abandoned by God if I cooperate in the hybrid children program. Yes. Now, on some level, I'm feeling I'm cooperating within it. So again, consciously, I'm not really sure. Subconsciously, intuitively, I feel that there's a part for me to play in that. So I need to shift that belief. On any level, in any language, hybrid children will be banned from Earth. Yeah, that's also a belief I have. On any level, in any language, people will be killed by hybrids. And that's also a belief I have. This is subconscious. Consciously, I think very differently. So I need to make sure my energy starts flowing in alignment. Oh, I had two more. It actually also linked to financials and to discomfort in my life. There are two more beliefs actually that came up. On any level, in any language, I'm creating financial stress in my life. That's a yes. And on any level, in any language, I'm creating discomfort in my life. That's a yes. Even though logically they might not be connected, subconsciously they came up all around the same time. So on some level, I feel like they are connected, and I'm gonna just cover all of these in this session. Okay, so this is a lot of beliefs to work on. Again, maybe not such a. If you are starting Theta Healer, you want to really focus on one or two beliefs. I've been doing this for many years. It's a session. I'm be guided to do it this way, so it's going to be a little bit more advanced this session. Yeah, you can still get lots of benefit from it, irrespective of what level you are. Okay, so I'm going to connect up to Creator. If you like to join the meditation, you can. So let's close your eyes. Not my little blanket. Need to be comfortable. Close your eyes, take a deep breath and relax. Now imagine we're going to do the expanding out instead of the connecting up. Both will connect to the creator of all it is. Both will connect to the theta brainwave. So imagine you're becoming one with every cell in your body. And then you're gently expanding out the energy. You're not pushing it. But you imagine you're starting to share space and molecules with the floor, the walls, and the ceiling in the room that you're in. Beautiful. Then you're gently expanding out further. And you imagine that you're starting to share space and molecules with the building that you're in. So you're gently expanding out that energy. Then you keep expanding. And now imagine you becoming one with the village or the city that you live in. You're gently expanding out the energy without pushing, without taking anything on. You're just sharing the space. Beautiful. Keep expanding out. Now imagine you're becoming one with your entire country. Expand out that energy. Beautiful. Then keep expanding further and become one with the entire world. With the land, with the sea, with the water, the animals, the humans. You're becoming one. You're sharing space and molecules without taking it on. Beautiful. Keep expanding out. Imagine you become one with the moon and the stars, with the entire universe. Beautiful. Keep expanding into into a beautiful white light, many white lights, maybe a few darker lights, but many, many more white lights. It's the fourth plane of existence. Keep expanding out. Beautiful. And then you're going into a golden light. It's the fifth plane of existence. Become one with the golden light. It's where the angels, the ascended masters reside. Keep expanding out. Now imagine you become one with the jelly-like substance that shines in all the colors of the rainbow. This is the sixth plane of existence. Are the laws of the universe that keep everything in harmony. And then keep going. And you imagine you're going to expand out and become one with a beautiful iridescent white light, a bright sparkling light. The seventh plane of existence. It's the energy of creation, creative all that is. And it's so light, but it's still got essence. It's the pure, unconditional love energy. And when you expand out in that energy and become one with it, everything turns into the unconditional love energy. Beautiful. You might feel that everything becomes calm and peaceful. Brilliant. So from the creator perspective, I'm going to do this healing. So I'm going to be the practitioner, and the practitioner really does the work from the creator's perspective. So connecting to creator and every time moving back to that creator energy. So from that perspective, I'm going to do a scan of my own energy field, yeah? I'm asking creator to scan my energy field in the highest and best way. Thank you, it's done, it's done, it's done. Usually I do this in my head because it's easier to hold a theta brainwave when you are silent. But because this is an example, I'm saying it out loud. Now I'm just going into my energy field and just witness what's going on around the beliefs that we've just tested and we spoke about. It's very interesting. When I scan, I see like all kind of different activation points almost in my energetic field. And it's like these beliefs were meant to your mental health, your mental hold in your subconscious belief system. And they will shift when you're ready, when you're evolved enough to be ready for this. Because there's a lot of conscious awareness that's going to come in once you've shifted these beliefs. That's what I'm hearing or sensing. I'm not so good at hearing. I'm much better at sensing. Okay, that's interesting. So I'm going to move back into creator's energy. And it feels like a perfect timing as well to start shifting these beliefs. So I'm just going to ask creator what the first question is to start the digging process, to understand what is the root cause underneath all these beliefs that holds everything in place. Once we found that, we can identify how it's helping me to hold on to these beliefs and what I'm learning from it. And once I have this understanding and awareness, I can shift everything energetically through some Theta Healing downloads and feeling work. Yeah? Okay. All right. So I'm just going to ask creator, where do I start with my digging? How do I get to the bottom beliefs in the easiest way? And I wait for creator's answer with a question. Okay. The first question I'm getting is like, what is going to happen when you're part of the hybrid program? Okay. When I go into my own heart space and really feel into it, it's like the first thing that's coming up is like, I'm an outcast. I will be banned from Earth. I will be abandoned by everybody who knows me. It's quite some deep stuff coming up, you know? It's like my permit to be on Earth is being revoked. Interesting. Okay, and then we'll ask creator again, what's the next question to get to that bottom belief? And every time you want to ask a deeper question related to the answers. Okay, the question is like, who will you be if you experience all these things you just mentioned? I will be more of my authentic self. I will be more of like my true energy. But whilst I say that, I feel like an energetic block coming up. It's like my authentic self is not allowed to be seen. I'm not allowed to be known for who I really am. These are beliefs that are kind of like coming up to sort of feelings that are coming up to the surface. And it doesn't mean it's true, right? It's just like all this layers and layers and layers of beliefs over generations and lifetimes. And it can really like hold us back in our life. So that's why it's so important to clear those. Okay. So who will I be? It's like around this authentic self, that being more shown, being more visible, it's like a big red cross around that. Like, no, it's too dangerous to be myself. So then creators like, what is the worst that can happen if you be your true authentic self? And the thing that's coming up is like, I will be hunted into nothingness. And then what's the worst that can happen then? Oh, I'm getting like a caterpillar like view image. And it's like, I need to be hunted into nothingness to allow my true authenticity to come out. I want to write that down. I want to test that. So I need to be hunted into nothingness to allow my true authenticity to come out and be seen. Okay, let's test that, right? See what is there. So when I'm testing, I'm always zipping up again my energy field. So I'm testing my own energy and then say yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. Okay, I'm testing correctly. And then on any level, in any language, I need to be hunted into nothingness to allow my true authenticity to come out and be seen. Oh yeah, there's definitely a belief that's there. I already felt it was there. So I want to shift this belief. I don't want to be experiencing anything of these things. This is definitely a belief deep in my subconscious, but it's also a belief that is really limiting because your subconscious beliefs are influencing about 90% of your decision making in your daily life. So I don't want to have these limiting beliefs like influencing me. So let me just check if this is the bottom belief with creating. Okay, I absolutely go ahead. Okay, so I've got my bottom belief that's underneath all the beliefs that we tested earlier. Then we did the belief work, the digging work. And now I'm going to look at secondary gains and lessons. So how is this limiting belief? I need to be hunted into nothingness to allow my true authenticity to come out and be seen. How is that helping me? Or how could it help me? And it's very easy to say it's not helping me because I don't want it. But the subconscious will never hold on to anything that's not serving it. So on some level, this is serving me. On some level, this is helping me. So that's what I'm going to connect into. So I'm asking creator, and creator's like, on how is this belief helping you, or how could it help you? And then I'm hearing like it's the only way to allow my true authenticity to come out. Obviously, that's not the highest truth. It's just the truth that I hold within me. So then I'm going back to create and say, what's the next question here? And create's like, why do you believe this is the only way? And then what's coming up for me is like, because this is how I've been told. I'm going back to creator. And I'm hearing, would you like to know? And any downloads I do, any feeling downloads and belief shifts, you can say yes to the energy if you want to receive them, right? That's your choice. So creator asked me, would you like to know what it feels like? To be your true self? What it feels like to grow and evolve and allow your authenticity to shine from creator's perspective, from an easy perspective, from a perspective of flow and what that feels like. I'm just going to download this for me. And I'll send the energy out to the people who want it. This also works when you watch the replay. So basically what I'm doing is like, I held on to the old way because that's how it's been told. But now I'm creating new pathways energetically to teach me differently. So it can be done in an easier way, in a way that flows with my energy, in a way that aligns, right? And I'm asking creator asked me to also, if I want these downloads, and I'm saying yes to them. Okay, then creator asked, can the Creator show me what it feels like to be in balance, to be in peace, and what it feels like to accept my authentic self, to be who I truly am, what it feels like to accept my power, what it feels like to accept my own energy without needing to reject it. And if you like that, you can also say yes. And I'm starting things to actually feel lighter. Things are opening up a little bit more. That feels good. Now the next question is like, how else is it helping you or serving you to hold on to this bottom belief of I need to be hunted into nothingness to allow my true authenticity to come out? And the next answer that's coming up for me is this is the only way how I can help the earth evolve, how I can help humanity evolve to this transition period. So I'm just going to ask Creator to give some downloads to shift that so I can still help an evolution without needing to be hunted into nothingness, right? So Creator is first going to give me some downloads around, can you Creator show me what it feels like to evolve, what it feels like to guide an evolution process, what it feels like to support the evolution of humanity, to support the evolution of the earth, whilst at the same time respecting the free will of every person and every being on the planet. Would you like that as well? And that this is possible and safe without being hunted, without being hunted into the nothingness, without being attacked or judged. And without being manipulated or led astray. Okay, now I feel like there is some energy blocking it. And what I'm hearing from Creator is like, you need to complete any vows, oaths, energetic contracts that stop you from being punished. Or that stop you from sorry, cancel on that. I need to complete any vows, oaths, energetic contracts that stop me from supporting the evolution of humanity, of the earth, of this transition period, and that punish me for my support. So I need to complete all of these vows, oaths, energetic contracts. I ask Creator to do that for me. So, and then I'm going to do some downloads around that. And if you feel like you have the same, you can also say yes to the completion of these vows, those energetic contracts, so that you can actually support without being punished for the support you're giving. And what I have doesn't mean that you guys have as well, right? This is just my belief system. Okay, but I can breathe a lot easier. Now I want to do some downloads around it. So can the Creator show me what it feels like to support without being punished, to support without being blocked, and what it feels like to support the evolution, to support humanity, to support the earth, to support the beings as part of this evolution process that humanity is going through for the next couple of decades, right? At least. And it doesn't have to all be intense, by the way. So how I can support this from my true authenticity, from my authentic energy, and from an energy of flow, from an energy of ease, from an energy of receiving support for the work and for the contribution I'm giving without being held back or blocked. Yeah? Okay, if you like that, you can say yes. Okay, and then I need something about what it feels like to always find the right people to work together with the right vibration, with pure intent to work together with, to contribute together, to inspire each other, to have fun with, so that things happen and this evolution happens in the highest and best way for all. So I'm going to ask Creator to download that to me as well. That feels good now. Okay. Of course, I'm witnessing it for you as well if you say yes to those. So I've got my secondary gains. Now I need to do my lessons. So what am I learning from this situation? Which virtues, which lessons? And they're always positive, right? I'm learning evolution. I'm learning support. I'm learning acceptance and free will. So can the Creator show me what all of these feel like and create His highest perspective of these virtues? How to integrate them into my daily life from a place of flow, from a place of ease, and from an energy of joy and fun, playfulness, and what that feels like. That's good. And then I can be grounded as well, like how I can live a grounded life, whilst also having these beautiful vibrations, these beautiful higher vibrations and lessons completed, and what that feels like. That's lovely. Can I really feel that energy shifting and that vibration rising? So now I'm going to ask Creator to complete these 4 lessons in the highest and best way, so I can move on from them while still having them integrated in my life. If you like that, you can also say yes. Now, it doesn't mean that you won't get anything in this direction anymore on your in your path. It can still very well be. It's just like when you're learning a virtue, you're learning all the different aspects of a virtue. And a virtue like love, or a virtue like playfulness, or a virtue like evolution, they can have hundreds of different aspects, or maybe more, maybe even thousands of different aspects related to them. And every time when we evolve and raise our vibration, we see different aspects, and we might learn different aspects. Yeah? Okay. This feels very good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean the space. I'm going to ask Creator to clean the space for everybody who wants that. Send the heavy energy into Creator's light. And allow the unconditional love energy to come in and balance everything and complete the healing. Complete the belief shifting. Beautiful. Okay, then I do a good rinse and create the energy. So I see myself in this 7th plane energy, this beautiful unconditional love energy, the white light. I do a good rinse or sparkly shower to again cleanse my energy. Then I'm grounding myself, so I'm allowing the energy from the earth to the soles of my feet, all the way flowing up. I'm filling up my entire body all the way to the top of my head with unconditional love and grounding energy of Mother Earth. Very good. And now I want to make sure I do I zip up and I do an energy break at the end. So your right hand, thumb down, left hand, thumb up. You rub your hands against each other, and then your left hand turns around and pushes the energy away, and your right hand turns towards you and pushes the energy towards you. So you're breaking the energy. Then you can zip up again. Okay. So that was the session. I now need to check if these beliefs have shifted, right? So we're going to start with the bottom belief. So yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. And then on any level, in any language, I need to be hunted into nothingness to allow my true authenticity to come out and be seen. That's definitely a no. So that has shifted. Very good. And now all the other ones that we started with. So on any level, in any language, if I get pregnant, I stop learning. That's a no. Very good. That has shifted. On any level, in any language, I can only give birth to a hybrid child. That's a no now. Very good. On all levels, in all languages, I can give birth to a hybrid child. That's a yes now. So that has shifted too. Great. On any level, in any language, it's forbidden for me to have a hybrid child. That's a no now. Brilliant. On any level, in any language, it's forbidden for me to care for a hybrid child. That's also a no. On any level, in any language, I will be abandoned by God if I cooperate in the hybrid children program. That's also a no now. On any level, in any language, hybrid children will be banned from Earth. No. On any level, in any language, I will be killed by the hybrids. That's also a no. And then I had two more. On any level, in any language, I'm creating financial stress in my life. No. On any level, in any language, I'm creating discomfort in my life. No. So everything has shifted. Very good. I'm very pleased around that. That was quite a deep shift today. And also a topic that I usually wouldn't necessarily be so vulnerable and open up about during your life, but I got guided to do it today. So I'm going to trust that and allow more of the true authenticity to come through. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed it, and really hopefully it has given you some more insights, and hopefully it has shifted also some of your energy around hybrid children, maybe taken away some of the fear there might be, because there's a lot of fear around that. Maybe there has been some stuff around pregnancy that has shifted for you, or maybe even around finances. Now, what you can see is the top beliefs that we started with and finished with are completely different than that bottom belief. And we didn't pull any beliefs. We really focused on what is the bottom belief that holds everything in place? What are the secondary gains? How's it helping us? And what are the lessons? The moment you address the secondary gains and the lessons appropriately and well, that bottom belief automatically collapse, and everything that's linked to that bottom belief, even though I had like 6-7 beliefs that I started with, also shifts, because there's no reason for the subconscious to hold on to it anymore. Does that make sense? This is why Theta Healing is so incredibly powerful and can really shift a lot in very little time. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want if you want some more information around Theta Healing, feel free to check out my website, susievalentine.com. And for the Theta Healers, I have an announcement to make. I have decided to continue teaching. I stopped for about almost a year, but I taught 2 courses recently. I taught a unit creator course and a DNA 3 Theta Healing course. And I absolutely love it. And I feel I have the energy for it again. I can hold the space really well. I teach almost every Theta Healing course that's out there. So I will be teaching much more on demand. If you feel like you want to do a Theta Healing course and you know which course you want, send me a message, email me, or send me a message to the website or in the comments below, and we can see what course we can arrange for you. Yeah? All right. Thank you for being here. I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye, everybody.